Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man the hell with rap." I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. Use code MACE, CAM, or STAT to get up to $250 in bonus cash with your first deposit and a special pick. It's the easiest way to win on Underdog. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
Brother, what's up, man?
Killer was good, man.
I'm good. How you doing?
Some things never change. Some things never change, you know?
Won't you just go home, Pops? I was looking for a call you on a rotary phone earlier.
Flip phone.
And a beeper.
Yeah, hit him on his beeper.
I didn't know what year we was in. I thought he was calling you on a rotary phone.
Yeah. You know what, Killer? You know what?
Shit.
You know what? Let me tell you this.
What are we talking about?
I'm ready to jump the gun. Off sides, nigga.
Okay, so let's start.
I think he said offside.
Bruh. Okay.
I thought Twilight Zone, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's get straight to it. A lot of comments were made, and so I definitely want you guys' response to what people had to say. So first, we're going to start with Jay Prince. So he had a message for both of you guys after the comments.
You had a message for who?
For you and for you. Both of y'all.
For me? Yeah.
Specifically. Because he added y'all. Jay Prince has a message for both of y'all with your comments after what you guys had to say about Shakur. He said, numbers don't lie, haters do. Let their haters say that he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. As you can see, there's proof that he has the #1 ratings in any fight on ESPN this year, the top 3 ratings since 2022. And to all of you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all bets.
Yeah, chill, Killer. I got this one.
All right, go ahead.
I got this one. You gonna take all his fades and take all his shots and you handle everything out the ring. All right. So then we talking to you then, all right? We starting with you. Since you the big homie, we starting with you. That's how it goes around here. I want to just start off by saying you are so lacking self-awareness. Like when you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance, pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should like or to tell Cam what he should like. That's not your place. Like, art is subjective, right? So if art is subjective and I don't like something, you can't really get mad at us because we don't like something. And you're standing there with two Hall of Fame boxers that are constantly letting their hands go. So I think is crazy that Andre Ward let his hands go. Terrence Crawford definitely let his hands go. And then you walk out with these boxers and you don't tell the next guy to let his hands go. This is a lapse of judgment. And I'm going to tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mase, listen. Mm-hmm. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is where the game got messed up. When young niggas started sending old niggas out, and just because this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mase. I stand by this message.
See?
That's the murder unit.
That's what I'm talking about with you right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's
You can't be 60 years old still trying to be a street nigga killer.
I know they just don't know you like that. They don't know you like that. I know. I think real quick though. I think, and Jay Prince, he said it. He said it. I just don't even figure out what the fuck. I don't know what the slang mean. I don't know what the phase in the bet, but I take the bet. Whatever the bet, I take. I like that, murder.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about it, right?
Yes, I know. She got more.
Yeah, I mean, when you think, because I just was with Kanye a while ago, and we called Jay Prince on FaceTime. So he was like, y'all getting together good. So I don't even know why he would come at me with that energy. You know what I'm saying? I felt really disrespected by him doing it. Right. There's certain people you're supposed to come at like that, and I'm not one of them. Well,
let me ask you a couple questions since we here. I'm going to get on my broadcast shit. So murder. How do you feel him coming at yourself and Cameron and didn't say anything to Kendrick Lamar about the Drake situation? Because anytime Drake has a problem, it seems like he runs and tell niggas, yo, Puff, yo, niggas, Drake, nigga. How do you feel? I mean, I want you to answer, but how do you feel about him calling you and your partner out and didn't say anything about that?
You said something really profound. He said something to Puff, right? Mm-hmm. He said nothing to Kendrick.
Right.
He says something, and I know you're going to elaborate about this later. He said something to the dudes in New York, and that didn't really go over well.
As far as what?
Whatever kid that was that got the chain taken.
Right.
And then and you're going to talk about all this. I'm going to let you talk about it more in detail, but he didn't say nothing to whack. Like, it's like, so when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street niggas being selective. Mm-hmm. They got selections of who they think they're going to get tough with. So I feel there's a must for me to say something, because you can't be selective with us, because we're not the weakest on the chart to deal that with. We do commentating. That's what we keep it there. But we, cigars.
Okay.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, just
hookah.
Yeah.
Vapes.
Grape, strawberry,
coconut, pause, lavender. We don't duck no smoke.
Yeah, no. So just to elaborate, no, I'm in interview mode since you're gonna go this route this morning. He did say something back to Wack, but Wack said some of the most disrespectful shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
I've been doing this 27 years. It was wild. It's so disrespectful, I'm not going to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
But he squashed it. After, like, for Wack would have said that, I mean, and I'm broadcast cam right now. I don't know if it couldn't have been subtle, but I can't be cool with you after you just said what you said.
Yeah.
Like, it was really bad.
Matter of fact, this is what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to interview. Now, Killer, tell me how you would really say it.
All our shit be going viral real quick, just so before I even get to the J Prince shit. All our shit go viral, so niggas never see how this started. They only see how it be getting finished. So for the people that's catching up on this who have no idea how this started, we gave our opinion of the fight. We said the shit was boring. All of us said it was boring. It's 100 niggas saying it's boring. But because our shit go viral, niggas think that they could keep talking to us. Shakur Stevenson told us to get the strap or strap up, or better yet, put the gloves on so he could fight us. We said what he said, and then he started going crazy. Everything was over with. Me personally, I'm sick of it before I even address the J Prince thing. I'm sick of it. I left it alone. We have not talked about a nigga this much before his fights or after his fights, in none of his fights. However many fights he had in his career. This is the most traction the nigga ever got. My nigga, I had a meeting on Friday, this is no cap, with some of my Jewish partners. Shout out to Shapiro's, I won't give you first name, shout out to my partners. Before the meeting started, they asked me, Murder, why are you arguing with Tupac's son, Cam? I said, what are you talking about? He said, no, we see it in the media, you're arguing with ain't that Tupac's son? I said, that's not, no, his first name is Shakur, not lie. He said, well, what does he do? I said, no, never mind. They didn't even know. They never heard of the nigga.
Yeah.
But because we keep talking about the nigga.
We don't keep talking about it.
Exactly. You know what it is? Our clips go viral all week. So it don't stop. It ain't, once we say it, it's viral all week.
Oh, okay.
So word to everything I love. I swear to God, after I got off that meeting, I said to myself, I'm leaving this shit alone, bro, because niggas don't even know this nigga. If you don't know him, I don't mind, keep going.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this don't make no sense. So what happened is Saturday night, I guess they interviewed him, and they was like, hey, is everything cool with you and Mason, with Mason Cam and all that, Fuck them bitch-ass niggas. Them niggas are still bitch-ass niggas, ain't nothing changed. This is what he said Saturday night. This is a week after the fight. So the niggas who run my social media page, or our social media page, they got the same humor that we got.
Yeah.
They start putting up pictures of him when he's crying the Olympics, whatever. The next day is when Jay Prince just say what she wrote. Hey, yo, my man, listen, James, let me explain something to you, bro. Mase said it exactly like, you 60, nigga. You 60. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you lined Young Boy NBA up, why the fuck you got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Young Boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Young Boy NBA told y'all niggas eat a dick. This is what he said. This is what Young Boy NBA said. Wack 100 was the most disrespectful. Wild disrespectful. I ain't even gonna repeat the shit Wack 100 said. Mad disrespectful. Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. I have not heard, this is the first time Drake got into some shit and I hear you say shit to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you could tell us what we can and cannot say, my nigga? Control your nigga. Control that nigga. Ain't nobody gonna tell a nigga, get the strap, and then we gonna sit there and be like, hey, I think we should shut up. Nah, nigga. This is not 1982, bro. You cannot sit here and tell niggas get the strap and then niggas be quiet. Nobody know that part because our shit just be going viral. You bugging. You bugging, James. You bugging, my nigga. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what bet you talking about or all that other slang then. Bet it. Whatever bet you talking about, bet it. I don't know what, bet it. Bet it. You want to bet it? Bet. I don't know what to bet it.
Before we even move on from this, I gotta ask, do you guys feel like there's a beef? Because there's literally a full-on article, even from Billboard, talking about, the Shakur versus Mase and Cameron beef explained, giving timeline and timestamps and posts. Do you guys even feel like there's a beef, or you guys really feel like it was never that big of a deal?
No, I don't think it was a beef at all. I think we're gonna continue to do exactly what we do. Before we slow down, we're gonna pick up the speed. We're definitely not slowing down for nobody. Anything come across this desk, we are responsible to tell the truth and to tell it exactly the way it is. We're not gonna ever sugarcoat something for anybody that comes across this platform. And so make sure when your sports come across us, that it comes across us the way you want it to be heard, because when we see a fight, we have to call it the way we call it. When we see basketball, we got to call it the way we call it, and we're not changing for nobody. That's what makes us different.
And that's really the best take, to be totally honest with you. Look, a great take is this. Listen, and that was a great take, Mase. When I put out an album, or Mase puts out an album, if somebody don't like it, we're not running around chasing down everybody that don't like the album.
Yeah.
If you don't like the album, then you don't like the album. We can't sit here and threaten niggas. Yo, you don't like my album, get the strap. What? What are you talking about? Yo, when I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up because you ain't like my album. Your craft is your craft. If you're not good or not excited at your craft, and niggas is saying that, that's niggas' opinion.
Yeah.
Just like we're entertainers, if nigga don't like our music, then we can't sit there and chase down everybody that don't like our music.
And I don't think we need to explain nothing. I don't like explaining myself to niggas. Whatever. It is what it is, like we said.
And no, the reason, on some G shit murder, I promise you I was leaving this alone. But yesterday, it started being all over the blogs and being everywhere else. I'm like, I'm not responding to this nonsense. Because just like Stat said, Billboard is publishing this. And this is not, I'm talking to y'all, not even the audience. Honestly, when have we talked about this nigga this much in the media? I'm talking about any fight. You can sit there, any fight he had.
No, at one point we were saying that he would be a good match for Tank. And when he was fighting good, we spoke of him as he was fighting good. When he fought bad, I spoke of him as he fought bad.
Nah,
I don't change. I keep the same energy.
You can sit, I'm talking about this long. Pause.
Yeah, we haven't.
Right.
Never.
Or any other fighter.
We don't talk about nobody like that.
Bro, I'm talking about all right, Buster, this is what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. The fight was a week and change ago, bro.
Yeah.
This is still, what did you talk about? To me, niggas is using this for publicity. To be totally honest with you, my personal opinion is because you didn't get this much traction before any fight, let alone after a fight.
Mm-hmm.
This is publicity. And you're not using niggas for publicity.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, look, this is dead serious. And I know niggas gonna think I'm clowning and joking or anything else. If niggas was smart, call us to promote your fight. You don't need De La Hoya. You don't need Bob Arum. You don't need Eddie Hearn. This is the most traction niggas got. But niggas is emotional.
Yeah.
We nigga pay-per-view. Secondly, real quick before
that might be a great idea.
No, it's a fantastic
Not just
idea.
promote it. We should be sitting there commentating when he fights.
Yes. Now they're gonna be mad at that. But we can promote it. We could be your promoter, nigga.
Yeah.
Listen, you never got this much traction. We could, dead serious. I know it's gonna be like, oh, niggas is good. Think about it. You in Billboard. You ever been in Billboard, nigga? You in Billboard. You on TMZ.
You made it.
You made it, nigga. You made it. You made it. Nigga,
You made it.
you're welcome.
You made it.
You never been on TMZ outside of boxing. You never been in This is Billboard. We Billboard niggas. We brought you along. We should I know you're gonna be like, oh, niggas troll. Nah, I'm serious. Think about your next fight. Think about it, like real quick, right? Your next fight. And James Prince is a businessman. He should understand this. And I know he got other shit to do. This kid, I know you gotta have other shit to do, nigga. You got to. Think about it. You give us your fight, your next fight, 3-4 weeks before your fight start, we talk about pillow hands fighting this week. Get your pillows ready. Nigga, we gonna get your shit lit. Because Jay Prince, the way it started, Jay Prince read the numbers from your fight. And he turned the comments off because the comments was going crazy. I read it when I was on the way to work. And he's like, the most watched boxing match this year on ESPN. And all the comments, every comment.
ESPN is free.
That's what they said. They said, this
It
isn't
ain't
pay-per-view. Nigga said this ain't pay-per-view. That every comment was talking about it's free. It's like, bro, why would you show the free numbers as part of the cable provider? it comes with the you ain't got to push order and do you want to accept 979 Nah, nigga, it's free. Posting them numbers didn't mean nothing, bro. Nothing. If you need help, we're here. We got you here right now. It's a week and think about it. It's a week and a half after the fight, and we still talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do big homies, bro. I don't do that.
And there you have it. So moving along, Dwayne Wade responds to the reaction you guys had when I mentioned that he had a potential nail care line coming. It's not confirmed. That's what we talked about. He just commented, "It's the oh goodness for me."
Cigarettes, hookah. What else? Newports. What else? Vapes. What else? Cigars. We here for all the smoke. So if you point any smoke our way, just make sure you could take it. Pause back. I like D-Wade.
I was about to say, I think that was funny.
Yeah.
D-Wade is...
At least he could take a joke.
Yeah. And not only a joke. Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah.
I fuck with D-Wade off that response because D-Wade could have seen it and got sensitive like other niggas.
Yeah.
D-Wade seen that shit. He's like, these niggas is funny. He know that we fucking with him. That's my nigga. Shout out to D-Wade. Look, we got to give D-Wade a lot of credit. Niggas don't remember last night. D-Wade is arguably the second or third best two-guard in NBA history, if you want to. Matter of fact, not second. I'm not putting nobody over Kobe. Second. We could go third or fourth, depending on if you like Allen Iverson or you like Dwayne Wade. But look, top five, let's do this. A top five two-guard, three-time champion, took a back seat to LeBron James so he could win another championship, got an finals MVP with Shaq on the team. What he wants to do after his career, congratulations. Don't matter what it is, bro. I respect what you did basketball-wise. Off the court, it seems like you're having a great time enjoying life, whether it's with your son or your wife or anybody else. It seems like he's genuinely enjoying himself. Because sometimes D-Wade will be wearing some wild shit, pause, and niggas will make fun of him. He'll look at niggas like, so fucking what? I don't give a fuck. It looks like he's in a great space in life, man. And I'm glad you know we was fucking with you. We ain't got nothing but love for you up here, bro.
Yeah, and can I just say, it's so funny to me because like that is a good perspective, but that's the point that's not going to get posted. People always try to like jumble things up, but watch the show, you know what it is. So want to make that clear. Okay, so Jaron Ennis had his fight the other day when he knocked out his opponent, David. He claims he had an okay performance, but what did you guys think about the knockout?
I didn't see the fight.
Exciting, nigga. Action-packed, nigga. Action, nigga. Action, nigga. I was up the whole fight, nigga. That shit was action, nigga. Shout out to Edison, Philly niggas. Y'all niggas about that action, nigga. I was up the whole fight, nigga. You put on a great performance, man. I know his ultimate goal is really to fight Terrence Crawford. The guy that he fought, Terrence Crawford, stopped him in 6 rounds. Ennis stopped him in 5 rounds, which is making more, leeway for him to want to fight Crawford. Me personally, I'm not calling Crawford Floyd, but right now he's the creme de la creme of boxing until I see something different. I'm not saying anybody could beat Crawford right now. That's just my personal opinion. I even got Crawford beating Canelo if they figure out the same weight. If they figure out the right weight to fight at, I got Crawford beating Canelo. So I don't think Ennis is there yet, but I think he's on the way.
Yeah.
He's on the way. I think you need a few more fights, a little bit more experience, but we talk about action, nigga. Action, nigga. Action packed.
Let me ask you this about Ennis. And shout out to Philly. Philly was very good to us coming up and music and everything like that. So we got a lot of love for Philly.
Yes, sir.
And I was thinking, so with boxers, it seemed like people like to fight the person they want to fight has already beaten. So why wouldn't he fight Earl Spence next? Why wouldn't he ask for Earl Spence?
Ennis,
Yeah.
because I think he wants the best of the best. I think if Errol Spence would have beat Crawford, he would have asked for Errol Spence if he beat Crawford. But I don't know, to be honest with you, he's really good. He's undefeated. His record is, I think he only has like 2 or 3 fights. What's his record with knockouts? I only think he had a few fights without knockouts. To be totally honest with you, this is my opinion, and this is just my opinion. I don't want that fight right now if I'm Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Because let's say you lose, even if it's by decision, and I'm not saying he's going to lose, but if you do lose, that puts you on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't take that fight next if I'm Errol Spence. I know Errol Spence probably wants to go back for Crawford immediately as well, but we only tend to seem to remember yesterday, like I said, Errol Spence, because he got beat so bad against Crawford, we forget what he was doing to people.
Yeah, that's why I said
he was
that.
hurting niggas. You know, whether it was Mikey Garcia, who was a monster at the time, a bunch of people. I really focused on that Mikey Garcia fight because that nigga was undefeated. Everybody didn't think that it would be an easy fight for Errol, and it kind of was an easy fight. Even Danny Garcia. So I wouldn't take that fight. I wouldn't take Crawford. I wouldn't take Boots. I would get myself together because if I'm not mistaken, he just had eye surgery. Make sure you got everything intact and then pick and choose who you want to fight after that. But I think that Ennis, if you presented an Errol fight to him, he would definitely take that because that would build up his status. We got to think about this. I know it was a hometown fight, but he still sold 14,000 tickets in Wells Fargo Arena, which is a lot of tickets for a fighter that's known in boxing, but not necessarily known, you know, like I'm talking about the bitches and everybody coming to see him, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody don't necessarily know him just yet, but I think he's right there, though. He's right on the cusp.
I think when it comes to boxing, a lot of these fighters, they got to start fighting more than just once or twice a year. You know, they got to get back to fighting 3 times a year. If they want to get even anywhere close to that Floyd record, they're going to have to start fighting more. And I think people are just way too selective of who they're fighting. They say we don't know boxing, but we know enough boxing to know that. You got to start fighting more than just 2 times. If you want to be celebrated, you want to be that guy on everybody books, no matter who's talking, then you got to start fighting at least 3 times a year.
Okay. And then
What was his record again?
Errol Spence's or
No, and his Boots. I want to know his
yeah,
name.
he's 31-0, 28 wins by knockout.
Yeah, he only got 3 fights without a knockout.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying he got to fight more because there's a lot of people that he could fight. Keith Thurman is, one thing I liked about Earl Spence, he fought everybody and he wasn't ducking nobody. It's like, you want to fight next week? Me and you could fight. Then he would go on to Danny Garcia. Even Sean Porter gave him a thriller pause. I thought if Sean Porter didn't get knocked down, though, he would have won that fight.
And then Errol Spence's 28 wins, 22 by knockout.
See, that's what I'm saying, though, to get to your point, Murder. I think you're saying he needs to fight more known boxers because he has more fights than Errol Spence, but more knockouts. Errol Spence only got 28 fights. Homeboy got 28 knockouts, let alone 28 fights. But it's not the known fighters that we're used to seeing against. So that I think when you sit here and we mention Danny Garcia, we mention Sean Porter, we mention Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford with Bud, we know the other fighter. We don't necessarily know the other fighter that he's fighting. But is that by design? Because when they saying this niggas is ducking them. That's what they saying. Nobody wants to fight him.
And when people are ducking you got to take a page out of Floyd book and fight people for the amount they want to fight for just to get the fight. Because if you know winning this fight is going to catapult you to real mainstream superstardom, then you got to be willing to do that. We watched Floyd do that for Oscar. We watched Oscar even do it when he first started. So it's like when you know this is the fight that's going to take you there, you got to be willing to take less because you know if you win it, you're there now.
Okay. We're going to go to break. And then when we return, we got to talk Colorado football. Don't go anywhere.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there...
I was selling crack on a private jet up in the
I didn't get the shout out to Dipset Couture. Make sure you go online to dipsetcouture.us to order some shirts and everything else. But
So I'm gonna get some cheeks after this horsepower.
jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah, I don't like niggas. What's wrong with me? I'm alright, nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. So we're going to do the upcoming season game averages. Underdog Fantasy has Steph Curry at 27.5 points per game. Do you have him higher or lower for an
Can you
average?
be exact? I'm just playing.
You're funny.
You know, sometimes you mean USA, you end up talking about the regular season. But if you're talking about the NBA, then 27, I could see Steph averaging. I'm gonna go higher. I think he's gonna have to have a breakout year. What am I mean breakout year? He's gonna have to have a very efficient year because he's not gonna have certain pieces there. And I think 28, he definitely can get 28.
and this is for the season, not the Olympics.
Yeah.
Got definitely higher, nigga. Nigga got Keenan and Kel on fucking off season higher.
Okay. Luka is at 9.1 assists per game for the season. Do you have him higher or lower? Cam.
That's a lot to average,
Yeah.
but I think he'll be right around 9, so I'm going to go lower because Clay is there. You get anytime you get collapses, you got Clay there now. Their offense, if Jason Kidd, I'm going to go lower only because I think it's going to be right at 9 or underneath. If it's higher, it's going to be like a little bit, it'll be close to 10 assists. But you got to think about if Jason Kidd gets this offense together, they could really be dangerous. Me and Mase always alludes to how Kyrie gets it and Luka walks away, or Luka walks away, or Kyrie walks away. With Klay Thompson, this makes this very different. A sniper on the wing, plus you got your big men that was doing work in the playoffs for you, Gafford and Lively, if I'm not mistaken. And now you don't know where the ball may go if the defense is not on point. I think it'll be a smidge below 9.1, but underdog. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one. I'm going to go smidge underneath 9.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to say, looking at the NBA season last year, that he's going to have to get 10 assists in order for them to be the team they should be. We saw that this year, like him getting a lot of points that don't necessarily turn them into champions. If he want to be champions, he's going to have to get 10 assists. So I'm going to go out on the ledge and say he will get higher. Cool.
And then Kevin Durant is at the average of 27 points per game. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
This is my favorite player. 27 higher.
Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
I think you'd be right at 27. I'm going higher too, though.
Okay. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. So looking ahead to college football, got to discuss Colorado. Shador claims Colorado is every team's Super Bowl when they face them in regards to the pressure that is on them for the season. Do you guys think he is right?
I know that last year, I'm not sure if all the recruits or people that came through the portal, Coach Prime, that is, but he's talking about a lot of niggas, and I seen a couple niggas that signed, so they should be significantly better from last year. Next year, I don't think, and I'm not taking it away from Coach Prime, I think he'll be the media monster, the marketing monster that he is. He'll have everybody riled up. He'll have everybody there. People will show up, the TV stations, the stars, the lights, cameras, the whole shebang will be there. But I don't think this year is going to be as big as last year unless they start winning. Now, if they get off to a 6-7-0 start, something like that, then it'll turn it back into the Super Bowl. Last year, Shador's right. Every game was the Super Bowl for whoever came to play Colorado, because we already seen how Dion markets. It's kind of like, and I'm not comparing it at all, but we have to look at people's jobs and what they do. The same way that we're sitting here talking about Bronny. We'll go to Bronny. I'm just use Bronny for an example real quick. He got close to $8 million guaranteed as the 55th draft pick, and people are hooting, hollering, saying he shouldn't get this, that, and the third, whatever. Even though we know his father could throw that out of sock drawer to him. But we're not looking at the job that Rich Paul did. Rich Paul has a job to do. And when he does his job and is executed to that extent, his job is done. That's all he can do. He can't get on the floor and shoot for Bronny. He can't get on the court and shoot for LeBron. He can't get on the football field and pass for Jalen Hurts. His job is to get them the most money and the most exposure, the most playing time, and negotiate all that he can do. Now back to Colorado. If Deion Sanders, since he came into sports, period, I won't even say professional sports, but I'll start at professional sports, been a marketing genius, whether it's been with the Yankees, whether it's been with the Dallas Cowboys, whether it's been with the San Francisco 49ers, whether it's fucking been with anybody, whether it's as a coach, whether we talking about HBCUs and the attention he brings to HBCUs, whether if he gets to Colorado and makes that into a fucking 500% or whatever is turnaround ticket sales and everything else. They won one game previous to that. They start their home opener, or not even their home opener, their season opener last year to a team everybody thought they was going to get smacked by. End up beating them. He gets on and pumps up the whole team. Yeah, nigga, do y'all believe now? I told y'all motherfuckers. So now everybody's watching him. He can't get on the field and catch the passes or throw the passes or run the football, etc. Now it's his job to execute as a head coach and make sure that everybody's ready throughout the week. But they have to execute the game plan as well. So a lot of teams last year were coming at Deion's head, Sanders Sr., that is, Coach Prime, because he knew how to market. It's up to you kids to fulfill the plan that he's laid out for you. And we're not going to act like he's not a Super Bowl champion. He doesn't know what it takes to win. But you also got to have the right personnel. So I agree that, I was long-winded on that answer, but I agree that last year it was everybody's Super Bowl. I don't think so much this year, unless they go 5-0, 6-0, then it'll get back to the hype train that it was at the beginning of the season. But Coach Prime still had that thing lit.
Yeah. I think when it comes to Colorado that they will be like a Super Bowl for people. I think the bullseye paws is still on their backs. There's teams that want to beat them. There's people that want to prove that Deion doesn't belong out there. That narrative is still, in the waters. And when it comes to the team that they had last year, I think that team was supposed to be special. And I think if Travis Hunter doesn't get hurt, that team would have been special, even though they lost they lost almost like their last 9, got one win out of their last 9 games. I think a lot of those games will be W's. And when you bring in Warren Sapp is not there to lose. You don't get somebody like Deion and then you add Warren Sapp to that coaching team and they not be looked at as a Super Bowl team when it comes to college sports, because when you got that kind of cachet on the sideline, they should be able to work magic and get the best out of their team, because that's offense and defense. And when I'm looking at the team that they're bringing back in this year, they got a lot of talent. And Deion is going to be louder than last year. I don't think he's going to tone it down. Shedeur is not going to stop throwing his watch up every time he scores. So, teams are going to want to beat them. And I think they're going to be more prepared because now they know what they expect. This is not the SWAC. They know exactly what they expect. And I think they come back to get revenge. It's not like revenge. It's not like get back.
Okay, and then before we get back to a couple more college football questions, I want to pivot super quick. We got to discuss Jalen Brunson. So he's signing a 4-year, $156.5 million contract extension with the Knicks. This is $113 million less guaranteed than he's eligible to receive in 1 year. So what do you guys think of the
Wait,
decision?
say that number
he has
again.
made?
That sound wrong.
Yeah, $156.5 million in 4 years.
Tripping. This is he must really love them people from Villanova. Yeah. I understand that. I love Killer too, but I need my bread. And I know Killer love me, pause. But you gotta pay Killer. They called us the other day. They said, yo, Killer doing this show. I said, bro, listen.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Panera. We need our bread.
Yeah,
man.
not the interlude there. They'll always be like, you know, I ain't gonna go too deep into our business, but I just want to put out there, we're the only rappers at this. I'm not gonna say only. Let me cut that out for niggas. Start naming niggas. We're getting over 150,000 to do shows. You know, we still grabbing 150 for shows. It's incredible.
I don't get in shape unless it's a show.
Thank you, God. I just want to tell you that we still grabbing 150, not a piece, mind you. But so when we grabbing these 100,000s and 150s, and I won't get into our exact number. And I'll be like,
that's like 30 years later.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's more than what we was getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. God is good, man. But back to the original shit, I tell Mase something and I say, yo, they got 125 for us. Cam, it's a moment. You have to realize me and you is a moment. I can't do it for 125. We haven't spoken in 20 years, so I don't understand how you could think that's cool. If I was by myself, maybe, or you was by yourself, maybe. But us together is a moment. I can't do it. I said, Mason, it's 20 minutes. Cam, it doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes, it's a moment. I said, all right, well, Ken, tell them what you want, nigga. Yeah, my bad.
But it always works.
Yeah, it do. I can't lie. This nigga drives a hard bargain for us. Sometimes I think the nigga crazy, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I remember one deal we was doing. We said some wild number. They ain't call us back for 2 days. You was scared, nigga. You said you was scared. You said they ain't call back. I said, murder, you might owe me 19 million. They ain't call me back. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
Yeah, basically just thoughts on it as a whole. I know you're saying he must like his teammates.
I think he must. This speaks to the love of the game. This speaks to the love of him and his dad. You know, this is a lot of love to show New York. Shout out to you, Jalen Brunson. Shout out to your dad. He was a good player as well. You know, shout out to Worldwide West. You know, you guys are doing phenomenal things out there in New York. I was just informed about that. Got on the phone with West. He let us know that, you know, there's people out there being a part of this whole resurgence of New York basketball. And I want to just say thank you for turning our New York Knicks around. There's a lot of love, though, Killer.
$13 million worth of love, man. Listen, I ain't going to say nothing bad because niggas in New York going to go crazy on me like, yo, Killer, don't start that shit. Yo, you bugging. Because I already had this conversation with a few New York Knicks fans. See, that's a nigga who want to win. He don't care. It ain't about the money. It ain't all about that. Like I said, $13 million difference, crazy, my nigga. But I will agree to the few niggas that I did speak to, man. He must want to really win. You know, to turn down $113 million next year, like you signed for 156 and could have got 270, some shit like that. This goes to show, this is what I take from that. You really love New York. You didn't grow up far from there. You love the niggas that you play with. You know, this is really some dope shit, to be totally honest with you. To be in the NBA with the niggas you went to college with is dope, because half the time y'all all split up and go to different places, so on and so forth. And it's not even like they're 10, 15 years removed from college. You know, they've been in college maybe like 8-9 years ago. I think it's really dope on your part. Would I have done it? Absolutely not. I would not have done that. Because you know why? And this has nothing to do with Jalen Brunson's decision. I think it's outstanding what you did. But they're not going to do the same for you towards the end of your career. They're not going to ever make up that $113 million. When it gets towards the end of your career, and I hope you have another 15, 20 years in you and pause to play, I'm hoping it's nowhere near your career, but they're not going to look out. There's going to be all type of rumors when you turn 36 to trade you and XYZ. I see memes build that nigga Jalen Brunson a statue now. Everybody loved this nigga. Like, it was an amazing move, but organizations do not show the same love. That's the reason why Dwayne Wade ended up being pissed with Pat Riley. That's the reason LeBron James ended up being pissed with Pat Riley. They took shorties to play together in Miami, and they actually won 2 championships. Not only just played together, they went to 4 straight and won 2 out of 4. And when it was time to renegotiate, Pat Riley said, I ain't got it like that. And niggas was like, word. So we went to 4 straight chips, 1, 2, and you ain't got it like that. Nah, man, I ain't got it like that, my nigga. And niggas left, even like to see D-Wade more than LeBron to me, because D-Wade was there the majority of his career. To see D-Wade on Cleveland, I didn't like it. To see him with the other teams that he played for, I didn't like it. Yeah, that nigga's a Miami Heat. They was calling the shit Wade County.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I hope they do the same thing that you did for them, Jalen Brunson, that they'll do for you. That's the only problem I have with it. Outside, I don't have a problem with you taking less money to try and win and keep your team together. This is up to Leon Rose, Worldwide West, and the owners to say, yo, we got to make sure he's good in the long run. And especially if some Eastern Conference Finals or championship appearances come with it.
Yeah, and shout out the Wade. We just be joking up here. You know, everybody is fans of the D-Wade.
Okay, and then we're just about at time, but I do want to further this discussion a little bit more because I want to put the amount of money on the table into perspective. This is a stat that I was deeper diving into and I seen. Yeah. So for the 2024-2025 NBA season, as far as guaranteed money, Ben Simmons, and we're not pocket watching, this is just the stats. Ben Simmons is supposed to get $40.4 million, and then Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Deuce McBride combined make $40.9 million, which is just about the same as what Ben Simmons is going to make in 1 year. So after hearing that stat, what do y'all think?
Well, let me say this before we get into this. Starting this month, it is what it is. Every time we reach 100,000 more subscribers, we're going to give away 10,000. So that's what we're doing here. It is what it is. Just to make sure y'all know we're giving back, and we're giving back to the people that support us. You like that idea, Killer?
I love it, man. It's about how you going to do it. You're going to do a lottery? Like, how you going to work it out?
Yeah, so we're just going to pick one person out of our subscribers, so start subscribing now.
Yeah.
Every time we hit another 100,000, we're going to give away 10,000 in cash. No receipt.
We just got to figure out, we just have to figure out exactly, and we'll get into it. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Exactly how we're going to pick our winners so people won't think we picking the niggas we know and all that.
And that'll be great.
Well,
that's Coach K.
Yo, go get him. Yo, love
get Coach K. You wildin'.
Man,
Yo, that was Coach K. It was Coach K. Yeah, Killer be laced. Yeah. Good.
Walks faster.
That's how fans be with you. They don't get a picture.
Yeah, I just keep walking. I take pictures. That might be with you.
Yeah.
I sit there and take pictures. Coach K gonna walk past us. I said, Coach, niggas act like yeah.
All them Duke jerseys we bought.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so
make me do an investigation on Coach K behind that shit. You know, here's what it is, investigation, nigga. All them banks you got in North Carolina, I know what's going on. You think, nah, fuck that. Now I'm supposed to go take. Nigga, you think you got Zion for free before the NIL? You got that, you own. Hey, could you Google this real quick? How many banks do Coach K own?
I'm not going to be a part of this. I'm
You
not
don't
going to be a
work for
part
me,
of
Coach K.
it.
Coach K own mad banks in North Carolina, and he been funneling niggas money for years. You been funneling niggas money for years, man. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, give me a solo. Coach K got mad banks in North Carolina. Zion to Grant Hill to everybody on Crystal Lake. He been putting it through his banks, so it looks legitimate. Everybody left. I signed off for us, and he been paying niggas for years before the NIL. Think I don't know. I know about you, Coach. If we got to do the is what it is investigation on you, I'll send niggas down to Chapel Hill. That's not because I know Duke is in another part, but I know what part you have.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.